Hello and welcome back to Prairie Grove for some basketball action. We'll pause as we do the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem and bring you tonight's contest in a moment.
By the Prairie Grove Choir, followed by the Prairie Grove Alma Mater. But first, Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Prairie Grove Tiger Gymnasium. Thank you for joining us here tonight for this conference match.
Welcome back after a rousing rendition of the Alma Mater. Stephen Blackiston, Ryan Cook with you for the first home game of the conference season for both the boys and girls basketball teams in Prairie Grove. Your girls basketball team comes into tonight 6-7 on the year, 0-1 in league play. Dropped their conference play opener on Tuesday night at Berryville 55-31. They come in tonight riding a 4-game losing streak. But, Ryan, I think the big thing is, and the crucial thing is between the last time we were on air and tonight, Hope Kidd is on crutches instead of a walking boot. So that's a good step in the right direction, I'd imagine.
Yeah, definitely need the senior, the experience, the leadership, the scoring, the defense. I mean, there's a lot missing when she's gone. But, the girls just haven't been themselves as much as last week they struggled. And they all struggled at the same time. It wasn't like one girl struggled. Yeah. They all struggled together. And so, this is an opportunity to kind of get out of that and get back to who you are.
And on the other side of the coin, you get a Gravette Lions team who comes into tonight dropping their conference opener as well. They lost by 28 to Shiloh at home on Tuesday night, 67-35. But before then, it rattled off a couple of wins in a tournament, and coming tonight overall as a 9-5 team. But yeah, this is the early going of the conference. Gravette, Green Forest, Prairie Grove, and Gentry all sit at 0-1. Shiloh, Huntsville, Pea Ridge, and Berryville all at 1-0. So a lot to play for and a lot to sort of set before we turn the calendar to 2026.
Definitely, and two, you're setting a tone in conference. You don't want to get in the hole too far and always trying to dig yourself out. So it'll be good. Get you one here at home. It'd be nice.
This will be the lone conference home game that the Tigers will have in 2025. As we're just about ready to get it underway, Gravette's going to be in their traditional black and orange. Tigers in the white and black of Prairie Grove. We'll get you the starters here in a moment, but this is a big one. First time the Tigers have been on the air since they played Siloam Springs earlier this month. We're able to come back from a 7-point deficit in the second half, and the Tigers turned the ball over off the opening tip and a run out the other end for Gravette, as that's up and in by Lily Sharp, one of the seniors for Gravette.
Something that Gravette will do. They're going to show a lot of pressure. This guy loves to press. Can't remember his name. He's been coaching for years. But him and his wife Melissa both involved Pittman. And, they love pressure. And she's from the Farmington tree. I can't remember what tree he's from, but, pressure is the name of their game. And so our girls got to be able to handle it.
Another turnover, but credit the official with the assist that time, as that was Kennedy Flint who lost that one out of play for the Lions. So the Tigers trying to get their first basket of the night, 7:15 to go in this first quarter. Also looking to get that first conference win of the season. It's going to find Jinks. Out to Stovall for three. And that hangs off the top of the backboard. It'll be a turnover back to the line. So 3 trips down this end of the floor, 3 empty possessions for the Lady Tigers to start the night.
I don't mind the third one. The first 2, 2 touches and 2 turnovers. I didn't like that. That was a great movement of the ball and a good open 3-point shot. Just didn't go in. Keep shooting that all night.
Lions going to work it in the corner. Another 3 on the way. That off the mark. That time from Sharp. Offensive rebound.
Decent block out, but that girl's pretty big, pretty aggressive, so we're going to have to do a little bit better.
And Sharp's second attempt finds its way home, and it's 5-0 in the early going here in Prairie Grove. Pushed ahead to Umfleet, who McKinsley has come into the starting lineup with Hope being out, and has had some good run. Is that, you try and figure out that rotation a little bit now that your senior guard isn't playing the last month or so.
Yeah, and Mickey's someone who you can trust. You're going to get something very consistent out of her. But at the same time, does she look the same as a starter as she does coming off the bench, relieving someone? The game's already kind of in the flow of the game. Here, you got to kind of set the tone, and that's something, she's going to have to step up and do or find herself out of the rotation. So there's another turnover by Prairie Grove.
Yeah, to start the game, 4 straight empty possessions. The Lions making Prairie Grove pay again. It's 7-0. As PG looking to get on the board as we approach 5 minutes. Oh, another turnover. Run out the other end. And that's Mira Russell. And Coach Reed, I think, seen enough. He's going to take the timeout. We'll take it with him. The Tigers trail 9-0 in the early going here in Prairie Grove.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Welcome back to Prairie Grove. Out of the timeout, Tigers still looking for their first basket of the evening. The Lions lead 9-0 between two scorers in Lily Sharp, who has 5 to match her jersey number, and Mira Russell, who has the other 4.
And just grab it pressure, on everything, whether it's half court, full court. There's plenty of pressure here, and so we got to beat it with the pass. Got to find some of those empty spots like that right there, and you hope you can turn that into an opportunity to score. But Gravette recovered, and it wasn't.
Ooh, another turnover out of the timeout. I want to mention that the girls will be back in action the 27th through the 30th in the Ozark tournament. Then they will turn their attention to conference play in 2026 against the Shiloh Christian Saints.
We show a little pressure this time, just man-to-man, but full court. It does kind of get Gravette out of sorts a hair, so see if we can capitalize on it.
Stovall was able to get a fingertip to a pass earlier in the possession, but Lions still with the basketball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They're in on halfway in this first quarter. This is Sharp. 3 on the way for Pittman. Off the mark, and I think that's going to be, off a Tiger. Looked like there were more Lions down there, but no Bears.
What? That was clever. Yeah, I honestly thought it was going our way. Great defensive possession there. They worked the whole time and got a prayer at the shot clock buzzer. So, great defensive possession.
That was a great effort from the Tigers out of the inbounds action. That shot off the mark, and Prairie Grove able to force an empty possession, looking for their first points of the night.
Good job that time by really to push it into the defense and make somebody commit to her and not just kind of dribble into a double team. Don't dibble into the double team either.
As we play on, this is Emmy Ruley. Going to find Jinx. Oh, and just a little tall for Emmy Ruley.
And I can understand Reed's frustration there because we did what we were supposed to do. It's open. Just execute. They just rushed it a little bit, and they had it. I really felt confident that was turning into a shot. And then it's just kind of like those nerves or whatever. It just it didn't happen. Good job by really jumped that passing lane.
They're really able to out in front. See if it's the first points of the night. Nope, won't be there, but Jinx will have an opportunity to shoot 2 at the charity stripe. 5'9" junior will go to the line. Not so fast. We'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here this time on PG Tigers Online. We appreciate you joining us on the last, working Friday in a lot of ways for the school district here tonight. Wanted to take a moment to thank our incredible partners who support Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Special shout out to our legacy partners, Lewis Automotive Group and Pickett Construction. And also want to recognize our gold partners, Arvest Bank, Community Bank, Ozarks Electric, and PG Telco. Their support means the world to the Tigers on and off the court. And remember, these are businesses that support our local community. With 4:06 to go, Ryan. Tigers still looking to find their way through the basket and going to have a great opportunity here with Jinx at the line for 2.
So say, here it is right here. Jinx had a pretty good shot, but she wasn't able to get to the side of the rim. The girl kind of pushed her, and so she didn't really have the opportunity to. And unfortunately, she's not able to capitalize there.
The Tigers still trying to find the first one of the night. Last time they were on PG Tigers Online, the second one is true. So Tigers on the scoreboard with 4:06 to go. I was going to mention against Siloam Springs, Kenny White hit 1 of 2 free throws in, I think, the first minute of the first quarter, and then that was it for the majority of the first period. So Tigers maybe have been known to start a little slow, but see if they can build some momentum as this game goes along. And they force another turnover on the Lions.
I didn't see her drag the other foot. Obviously she did, but good job by Jinx right there forcing the issue. And so we were bothered by their pressure. Now our defensive pressure has caused 2 turnovers here pretty quick.
Tigers able to get across the timeline. Unfleet has it rejected. Tie up. Arrow will favor the Lions.
She telegraphed the throw a little bit there, and so the girl was able to really jump it. But, what I was going to say is we're starting to look like it's a little bit more natural for us to pressure and break. I think the pressure kind of got us out of it and got us used to what was going on. We kind of opened up really awkwardly. So once we kind of started pressing ourselves, I feel like we're doing a better job breaking it. Great job by that offensive coach, or by that coach on the offensive set right there.
Yeah, it was Kennedy Flint with the basket, her first of the night, 11-1. I was going to mention Layla Patton, the freshman for Gravette, 00, has checked into the game, listed at 6 foot. Some size down in the paint for the Lions as Haley going to come into the game for Umfleet. Ruley will inbound it here in front of the scorer's table.
Holly. I was like, Haley,
yeah.
Who is that? But now it's
Holly.
Now, I have an advantage.
Yeah,
she grew up with my kid.
Yeah.
My kid lived at their house for a little while practically, so that's Miss Cole Holly. Oh.
Well, Holly had a moment there in the corner. She was open. White down low, loses the handle, but going to get bailed out by a whistle and a foul. It looks like maybe Kenny might have taken one to the face.
I don't know if it's a contact or a maybe blood. I mean, what? She's definitely struggling there, looking down.
Yeah, maybe a contact. Coach Reed to hold on that for you. He's like, what am I supposed to do with that? So, yeah, Coach Reed going to walk it over.
I'll be like, where's the parents?
Yep.
And where's the contact solution?
Mm-hmm. That reminds me of back in the day, an Arkansas game. Anton Beard lost his contact, just put it right back in.
Which is tough to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it, but it's not something that's comfortable. Especially not when it's dirty. Cole Holly for 3.
That one off the back of the iron. Tigers still looking for their first field goal of the night. But, yeah, it is certainly tough to do. You can make your eye pretty upset when you do that. But we play on. Tigers down by 10.
I like the more aggressive defense here. There's still – oh, come on, let it turn out. It still is a change of possession.
It's going to go back to the Tigers. Great effort from Ruley to kind of do the twister maneuver there and tie up the basketball.
Yellow hand. Right hand yellow.
So Prairie Grove still looking for that first field
goal.
Oh,
goodness. Wah, wah. Coach Reed doesn't want to get mad at her, but that's
a tough one to give up.
I'll be able to pick on her a little bit when we come back to school for that one. You can't get mad at her too much because the way she gives all the effort out here, all these girls do. Good job that time. Stovall and Cole Holly both collapsing there on that play because they're looking to get that backside, or they're getting 2 cutters going to the basket, which I love. You know, so you either got to change your defense or you got to be able to hustle to the ball like that.
Yeah, they both were playing it kind of like a free safety and a strong safety. Too high across the middle, deflect the pass. That shot off the mark. Offensive rebound to the Tigers. And that's going to be the freshman Patton with the basket. So it is a 13-1 game with 2:08 to go in this quarter.
More good offense, too, because, like, we defended pretty good, but we were overloading. As they overload, we're bringing another one over, and that girl just passed it out of the backside really well, or passed it to the backside really well.
That 3 off the mark, ping balls around. I think it's going to be the last touch by Kenny White, and going to be going the other way.
We need to get a paint touch.
Yeah, I was going to say Carlton's going to come into the game, and, you know, Aubrey, her 3-point exploits are certainly well known. We'll see if Coach Reed tries to give her a steady diet of offensive touches when we're down on the other end of the floor.
I think that's where Carlton came from, wasn't it? I think she was at Gravette.
I think you're right. I do think you're right. Ooh. Stovall going to draw a foul, and you know, I try to find silver linings in situations like this. That is the one element where Prairie Grove has played within themselves. It's the foul differential, that's the 4th foul of the quarter on the Lions, and the Tigers have yet to commit a harm.
That was a frustration foul since she wasn't able to get it from her and almost caught an elbow as she turned to try to protect the ball. And so I was like, okay, let me go ahead. I'm gonna get it back.
Well, the Prairie Grove Tiger has made an appearance, as that's going to be off of Ruley. I haven't seen the mascot in a while, but good to see him out tonight.
Where's its ugly sweater?
I was going to say I appreciate the effort from the cheer and dance team.
Oh, there it is.
Nice steal. Chance at the basket. Rulli will go to the line for 2 shots.
Chimay got bailed out right there. I don't know. I didn't see the foul, but I also wasn't looking close.
A discus thrower a little bit in the paint. That's the second foul of the game on Mira Russell. And that one won't go down. It's just that's kind of been a summary of the night so far for Prairie Grove offensively. Just can't quite get it home.
Go to your home, ball.
Too good for your home.
Dang it.
Oh, 2 at the line for Rulli.
Well, they're like 1 of 4 on the night.
Well, good deflection. Tigers can't come out of there with a steal. Patton going to work. And can't get the fall at the rim.
Good job, Kenny White. Just being as big as you can be, girl.
45 seconds or so to go in the quarter. This is Jinx, Carlton. Tigers still looking for that first field goal of the night.
Nice shot, Brooklyn Stovall.
And Stovall knocks it home. Wasn't the prettiest of off-platform looks, but as long as it goes through, it count all the same. So 13-3, 10-point game.
I feel like she got pushed is why it was so off-platform. Way to keep your composure and go get one bucket.
Carlton gets the defensive board, and the Tigers have a chance to bring this under double digits before the end of the quarter. Going to have to hustle, though. 10 seconds. Rulli, Carlton, pushed ahead. Stovall for 3 at the horn. And front iron short, and that's going to be how the quarter will end. After 1, the visitors hold 13-3. It was a good look. We'll take a quick break here on the Southern Sports Network and PG Tigers Online, bringing you the second quarter when we return.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
Welcome back here on PG Tigers Online as we get ready for the second quarter. Stephen Bikes and Ryan Cook with you here tonight for what will be the last broadcast of 2025 on PG Tigers Online. Been a great year on PG Tigers Online in terms of doing broadcasts and that sort of thing. I know the last football game of the year obviously didn't go the way anybody wanted it to go, but that is the most viewed broadcast in the history of the YouTube era of PG Tigers Online, and continue to just push towards that 3,000 subscriber goal, which is awesome to see the continued support for the channel as well.
It's just going to keep growing, man. Our town's growing. The grandparent numbers that we have are growing. Our kids are growing. Like it's exciting. Yeah. I know a lot of people in town really excited about what's going on here at Prairie Grove. So I feel like we're headed in the right direction. That's a great first possession for us for Gravette.
Yeah, certainly. It was a quick one as well. 10 seconds off the clock and a good opportunity the other way. Kenny shot off the mark from the elbow. Good look at the basket.
I would like to see us get a little bit closer of a shot. I don't mind that shot at all. But I don't feel like we've gone into the lane hardly at all like that.
Yeah, up and in that time for Mackenzie Wolf.
And they have the size. Don't get me wrong. They have the size, but, we're gonna have to have the will.
Stovall looking for Carlton. She's open, going to take the 3. Bottom of the net for Carlton. And she can be that spark off the bench when you need it. And I'd say the Tigers definitely need a little offensive spark tonight.
Just that right there is 6:15. It doesn't feel insurmountable at the moment. Now, D up, get you a board here, go get you another bucket. It's a ball game.
The Tigers get it back within double digits, so it's a 9-point game.
And it is such a game of runs. Basketball is. You just hope it's not all runs for the other team, and you hope that all the runs are for you. But game like this, it might be back and forth all night.
A third opportunity for the Lions. That one off the mark. Fourth opportunity under the basket. Kenny White Ruley got kind of turned around. And Wolf has back-to-back baskets for the visitors.
I think she's just tired on that one because she's been pushing her girl around and blocking out and doing all that. I think she kind of just had pushed out.
Carlton, she's going to have a quick trigger tonight as Gravette is closing everything out, but that time lost the handle. And I think Ruley, she's going to get her first rest of the night.
See if Mickey can get her a steal here. She's like one of the kindest, quietest people. Go be annoying.
But then when she steps on the hardwood, maybe kind of turns the opinion of her a little bit.
She didn't get it, but guess what? We got one, so that's the good deal here.
Stovall to Jinx. Carlton open for three. Bottom of the net there. She was hunting a little contact there too, I think.
Well, and I was afraid we were going to get a walk because Jinx kind of feet got happy there as she was doing the pass, but good job by Carlton.
Yeah, Carlton has 6 points off the bench. That's going to be the first foul of the night for the Tigers, and it's an 8-point game, closest it's been in quite some time for the Black and Gold. I was going to say, you speak of size. I was looking down here at the roster. Wolf and Patton for Gravette. Wolf is 5'10". Patton is listed at 6 foot. That's an impressive front court. At the 4A level.
Because Kenny is our probably tallest girl and probably most physical for the most part, and she's what, 5'9"? Yeah,
she's listed at 5'9".
Makes sense.
Scrum for the ball. It's going to go in favor of the Tigers on the alternating possession. So 5:13 to go. A basket here could make things real interesting here in Prairie Grove early in the second quarter. Stovall crossing the timeline. Umfleet, Carlton, and whistle foul.
Good. I think she felt like it was out of bounds, like they were calling that, but he wasn't. He was saying that she got pushed.
That's going to be the first foul of the quarter on the visitors. That's the first foul of the game on Lily Sharp.
It almost felt like Pee Wee right there, where like you couldn't go back court, so they keep trying to throw back court. You got to have another girl cutting right there.
Ooh, Stovall shot off the mark.
There's one in the lane. Good job by Jinx getting the board and getting the putback.
And Jinx can go to the line for the second time tonight.
We could have almost got a 3-point foul right there because she got into her legs pretty hard there.
So 17-9. 2 shots for the 5'9" junior. First one off the mark. So the Tigers 1 of 5 tonight at the charity stripe. Freshman Gabby Gamino going to check in for the first time tonight. A little bit of, I think, confusion there. Stovall will be the one who'll come out.
She's earned her a breather.
Yeah. And I would also say Gamino has done a good job when she's been drafted into action as a true freshman. So 1 of 6 at the charity stripe tonight so far for the Tigers. That is definitely not a number you want to continue on a trend line. So 17-9. Patton feeding it down to Wolf. And 3 in the key.
Nice. There's truth to that. I didn't mind it, as far as like running an offense like that. It's smart because you're open. And the girl just didn't see you fast enough, but at the same time, you can't stay there.
You can't set up camp. So Miley Woolard looks like she's going to check back in for Gravette, and the Lions still an opportunity, the Tigers still an opportunity to make this a 2-possession game, this time down the floor. Camino, Carlton, quickly down to Kenny White. Defense collapses on Kenny.
Carlton's got to be careful there. She brought her defender down. It kind of got Kenny where she didn't have a chance but to throw it out. Nice look there.
Into the corner, Umfleet. Just off the mark. Kenny tracking it down. Long rebound and a second chance. One of the few second chances, I think, tonight Prairie Grove's had. Gamino drives the lane, gets the foul, and she's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
Good tough drive that time. I know the girl's a lot taller than you. Don't be scared of it. draw the foul. You know, one, we can shoot free throws eventually. Two, you can get that girl out of the game. Three, you go ahead and shoot some free throws.
Yeah, that's the second on Patton and third of the quarter. First one from Gabby, just off the mark, so 1 of 7 tonight. I was going to say to that point, I think that was a little bit of the game plan against Siloam Springs in that second half. They just kind of went at the bigs, and eventually both of them got into foul trouble and then eventually fouled out and really changed the dynamic of how Siloam wanted to play. We'll see if maybe that's the game plan tonight. Another miss at the charity stripe, and we hit halfway in quarter 2.
Good job. Good hand. Good deflection. You got beat with your feet, but you got it back. That's a good thing. Nice Euro.
And that one deflected by the rim. And both teams going to go up and down the floor here. That one out of play and back to the Tigers with 3:43 to go. And looks like Coach Pittman of Gravette wants to take timeout. Let's take the break with him here in the second quarter. Your Tigers trail 17-9, but we'll have more when we return.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Welcome back to Prairie Grove Tiger Arena. As Coach Reed girls, I'm sure he's hoping that they find the eye of the Tiger here out of the timeout.
Yeah, we're fighting. I mean, got to make some free throws. If we make half of the free throws that we've taken, it's a different ball game already. You know, it's a 4-point game rather than an 8-point game, and so just gotta see the ball go in the basket. We've had a couple close, like that Euro step, layup a minute ago. It's decent. It's not bad. You did all the right things until the last second. So keep working, keep the intensity on the defensive end.
Well, as we resume action, it's going to be Prairie Grove basketball. They trail by 8. They've had a few opportunities now to try and get this down to a 2-possession game. We'll see if the Tigers are able to take advantage this time down the floor.
Look at how smooth we're breaking the press there on a couple of those. After the craziness that we were doing at the beginning, like it's almost like we just hadn't seen it yet, I guess, outside of practice, but now we are. Good job, Kenny. You didn't get it, but great hustle.
Yeah, Kenny tried to come crash the boards hard there. That one run out the other way by Gravette. Oh, and a nifty move that time by Mira Russell. Kind of put poor Aubrey Carlton in the blender.
So to say, she just got on that girl's highlight reel.
So back to a 10-point game as we near in 3 minutes. Tigers have got a little cold offensively. Gamino, a little high for Jinx, but she's able to track back to it. Gamino, ooh, yep, she drug that back foot. It was close, but it was fair.
It's almost like we're thinking so much that it's happening. Like we're stutter stepping, we're pity patting a little bit, we're dragging back feet. Like there's just a lot of we're trying to go fast, we're trying to think where we're going to be. So as the season progresses, that'll get less and less.
Good job that time. Prairie Grove denying the paint. We're going to have a jump ball. Arrow's going to stay with the Lions. This will be Palmer Pittman to inbound. Oh. And that's going to go back to the Tigers. I remember, I think it was last year or maybe 2 years ago, Hope Kidd did the same thing against Gravette down on this end of the floor. And it looks like Coach Pittman is asking for a explanation. It's going to allow Mattingly Allison to check into the game for the first time. And we'll give Kenny White a breather.
He's saying, what was the call?
Either way, it favors the Tigers. So we play on. That's a little bit of a fire drill at the timeline, but Gamino able to get it across. Allison. Back to Gamino. To Jinx. Whipped around Carlton. Going to take the three. Ooh, just off the mark.
Perfect streak's over. Good job, Gamino.
Gamino is playing hard. Allison gets it to go.
Nice. That's hustle by Gamino there, and then great job by Allison to put it in.
19-11. Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. And they're going to get Allison with the foul on the other end.
Good foul. Good foul. Good help. Good foul. They were in kind of disarray. They didn't really know who lined up where. And, you know, it was it took the whole possession to kind of figure it out. And then, bam, they make a run and you're behind.
Well, this is Palmer Pittman at the line. That's her first point of the night. So 22-11. Tigers had it down to as close as 8 points. Had a couple opportunities to make it a 2-score game, and it's back to a 10-point disadvantage for the hosts.
Oh, Mickey, not the right time. You got to drive a little bit further and make them commit. And it'll help too if Gamino gets a little bit further down the court, and that's something our spacing on that will keep getting better and better on.
Going to stay with the Tigers. Mickey Umfleet will be the inbounder. Gets it into Gamino. It's been interesting, kind of the change or adjustment from Coach Reed. Gamino's seen a lot more of the ball handling responsibilities, bringing it across the timeline, etc.
Well, especially with Hope out, you know, you got to have another ball handler because, one, we wear our girls out, you know, but we play pretty up-tempo.
Tigers trying to make something happen. 10 on the shot. Nice drive. Just left it there by Umfleet. That'll be a whistle and another foul.
Good job by Madeline just to be strong, go back up. I didn't think there was a foul. I think there should be a right for a defensive player to stand straight up and do it. But, you know, I love the fact that Mattingly got rewarded for the effort.
Mattingly has 2 points. We'll see if she can double her total at the charity stripe. And won't get that one to fall. I believe that would be 1 of 10 or 1 of 9. 1 of 9, I believe.
I don't know. It's getting close to double digits. I wonder if he's like, did we not shoot enough free throws at practice, or did we shoot too many? Like, what's going on here? There's another one.
Finds its way through. We'll say that's 2 of 10 as the Tigers trail by 9 with 65 seconds to go in the half. Drive, whistle, foul. Going to get Allison, I think, again with the harm. So she's come in and hit a field goal, hit a free throw, and picked up 2 fouls. She's definitely, you know, got her money's worth on the minutes tonight. And it's all in all maybe a good foul as the front end is missed by Harper Phillips, another freshman who's in the game.
Man, there's several freshmen.
And both of them missed by Gravette. So all in all, for Mattingly, I think that would say it's a good foul as the Tigers looking to make this a 7-point game here before the halftime break. Carlton for 3. Ooh, off the mark. She's missed her last 2. That one kept in play. Whew. Tough there on that pivot. Almost steps out of bounds, but Gravette will maintain possession. Oh, a 10-second goal.
I didn't even realize it. I wasn't even looking at the clock.
Yeah,
or
just
anything.
looked up. It was at 24, so that's definitely a 20 or a 10-second. So, Tigers still going to have an opportunity. No shot clock here with 22 seconds to go in the half. Really need some help. Jinx, Ruley, Gamino, Carlton. Oh, great ball movement and great finish. Allison's coming to the game with a couple of field goals off the bench, and the Tigers have it down to a 7-point game. Have to play some defense here. That off the mark, kept alive. Prairie at the horn, no good, and the Tigers able to get it down to 7 points at the intermission. That's the closest it's been since the early going of this contest. We'll take a quick break for the halftime intermission and bring in the third and fourth quarters when we return.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe. Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today, and I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe. Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Welcome back to Prairie Grove, Arkansas. Stephen Blackson, Ryan Cook with you on PG Tigers Online as we get ready for the second half of our first game between the girls basketball teams of Prairie Grove and Gravette. At the intermission, the visiting Gravette Lions lead 21-14. It's a little bit of a football score. The Tigers trailed by around about 10 to 11 points most of the first and second quarters, but were able to knock it down to 7 before the break and have a little bit of momentum going into the third quarter as both teams head back to their respective sidelines. Out of the locker room, a lot of the Tigers walked over and were practicing some free throws. That's kind of been the tail of the tape so far tonight for the Tigers as they are 2 for 10 tonight at the charity stripe. But I will say, on the other side of that coin, they have done a great job of getting Gravette into some foul trouble. As we get back underway, going to be Tiger basketball to get us going. They're going to get it in to Stovall. This is Ruley, Umfleet, White, and Jinks, the starting five, back on the floor to start the second half. Going to find Kenny down at the baseline, draws a double team, going to need some help. 3 on the way. That one short. But Stovall able to track it back down. White at the elbow. Drive, shot up, and Kenny will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. As, again, Prairie Grove has done a good job of forcing fouls on the Gravette Lions. Just can they convert at the charity stripe? That's been the story this evening. That's the third foul of the night on Kennedy Flint. First one from Kenny White. Misses to the right.
they need to put a goal in the locker room, and while he's talking, just everybody go shoot too.
Well, that's what I was saying as we joined the action. A lot of, and another miss. So 2 of 12 on the night. I was just going to say, as they were coming out of the locker room for the shoot around, normally they just kind of go find a corner or whatever down on their end of the floor. They were all at the charity stripe practicing the freebies. So 21-14 we remain, as that will go off a line and out of play.
What year is number 3 Pittman?
Palmer Pittman is a sophomore, and then there's a Parker Pittman, who's number 11, who is a senior. Imagine there's a relation.
Maybe.
Get back underway. Ooh, Stovall able to track that back down. Fleet.
Well, I wish you could have hit that cut of Jinx right there.
Stovall losing the handle. Run out the other way. Mira Russell with it here for the Lions. Splits the double team. Can't get the finish. And strong board from Stovall.
It was. And then, her to be able to pivot out of there to get everybody off of her. Great job.
Really? Back to Umfleet.
Eventually Mickey will have to add to her game the ability to take that shot or to drive and go do something.
Miscommunication that time, going to be a turnover back the other way for the Lions.
Because I honestly thought right there, like, Mickey, if you're ready to shoot when they throw you that, you have a good shot.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're not ready to shoot, if you have a shooter's mentality, a drive and a pull-up mid-range game, like, you don't want to be just a ball handler on offense. Like, you want to have an opportunity to go score something. And I'm not saying she couldn't score. I'm just saying she didn't look like she had the mentality to go score.
Another good defensive stop from Prairie Grove. Oh, wow.
I'm surprised we didn't. Hey, and look.
Umfleet, took the shot, got the basket.
Good job, Mickey. And I'm surprised we didn't get an offensive foul at that time with Jinx putting her arm out, but I'm glad he didn't.
21-16. Down to 5 points. This is the closest it's been in a while, but quickly the Lions answer on the other end, as that's number 10, Miley Woolard, with her first basket of the night.
Got to get a little better spacing right there. One girl can guard 2.
Jinx steps into the 3. High arcing shot off the mark. Kinney able to track that down pretty easily. Brooklyn trying to get her some space. Umfleet left alone. Thought about that 3. Oh, and Coach Reed wants to take the timeout. He wants to talk it over. Why don't we let him? We'll take a break here on PG Tigers Online. 23-16, the Lions lead the way. More basketball when we return.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Welcome back out of the Coach Reed timeout. Both teams have 3 remaining for the game. Make sure to stick around with us after the conclusion of this one, as it'll be the boys of Prairie Grove's turn to take on the Gravette Lions, and which should be a really good barometer for how the season's going to go in terms of sort of the pecking order, as a lot of people like Shiloh, a lot of people like Prairie Grove, a lot of people like Gravette. On Tuesday night, the boys of Gravette fell to the Saints in overtime, so it'll be interesting to see how our Tigers match up. Well, back underway out of the timeout. Tigers trying to get something towards the basket, pushed ahead. Ruley for 3. That off the mark. And I was going to say, somebody stepped out of bounds.
And it resets the shot clock because that did hit the rim. So
it's going to allow Carlton to check into the game, the 3-point specialist. So Gravette going to have to adjust a little bit here with her into the game. We know the ability that she has, and she's going to get a good look at it here.
lot of movement around the outside, but not a lot of movement towards the goal.
To the painted area, yeah. That shot off the mark. A couple of players down there are going to be seeing the last touch by Prairie Grove. I was going to say, on that drive, Carlton was open in the corner on her spot, but going to end up being a turnover. Patton going to check back into the game for the Lions. As we get back underway. This is Russell to bring it across the timeline. The junior showing off some nice moves.
We're right there on a lot of that. I feel like, yep, there it is. So I say, I feel like really, ooh.
That might have been a double.
Yeah.
Lob to Stovall. Kenny at the elbow. Carlton at the wing. And credit to Gravette. They were able to get defense back and set up. We approach halfway in the quarter. Extra pass. Stovall, mid-range. Front iron short, no good. And Gravette out of there with the board.
I thought that was a good possession, though, for us. And a lot of good ball movement and a good shot. Unfortunately not able to capitalize. And it's a one shot, no rebound, turnover.
Patton trying to go strong to the basket. It's off the mark.
Good block out by Jinx right there. Got to praise all the dirty work that nobody ever notices.
Jinx, Stovall, Kenny White trying to clear some space. Oh, nice cut. But rejected at the rim, by the rim that time was Caden's Jinx. It was a nice cut, though.
Look, though, by White. Great cut by Jinx. Great pass by White.
It's just kind of the last step. Last piece has to fall into place there. As we've had 4 points scored in 5 minutes of play here in this third quarter. So the defenses on both sides have kind of come to life out of the halftime break.
It's like a soccer match over here.
Yeah. And out of the dead ball, it's going to be a nice basket. That time by Lily Sharp. Senior has 7 points to lead all scorers for Gravette. So 25-16. Stovall to Cole. Kenny.
I like the skip pass there. Makes the defense move a little bit more. May not be Kenny's game right there. Trying to drive baseline, left hand.
Right idea. Patton going to go up strong. She'll be fouled. Go to the line for a couple of free throws. But yeah, I like the spot. Trying to get Kenny down to the dunker spot. Maybe draw some defense and see if something can happen there. But that's going to be 2 shots for Patton at the line. That's the first foul of the night on Kenny White. First one from the freshman, front iron and short. So both teams in the second half have certainly struggled at the charity stripe. And second one true. So 10-point game with 2:30 to go in this third quarter. 26-16. Tigers were able to get down to 5 at 1 point out of the halftime break.
Good. Get it to the goal.
Bottom of the net there for Jinx. That's Jinx's first field goal of the night, and it comes at a big moment. 26-19. 7-point game. Ooh, yeah, it's going to be a reach. Normally the reach and foul, I feel a little bit sometimes is a little bit of a subjective call, but that was, I think, a textbook reach and foul.
Yeah, no, it is sometimes because they'll let some other stuff go, that's maybe offside, but that's play side and hit the hand, so.
2 minutes to go in the quarter, 7-point game, 26-19. White and Ruley, the only two starters for Prairie Grove who haven't scored tonight, and we'll have a timeout from Coach Pittman of Gravette. Let's take the break with him. With 1:54 to go, the Gravette Lions lead 26-19. More basketball when we return.
The story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
And welcome back out of the timeout. Coach Reed, I think, is going to maybe try and play defense. Nope, okay, he changed his mind. He was walking down halfway down the floor. I thought he might try and play defense with the Tigers on this possession, but everybody's all squared, ready to go. Inbounder for the Lions going to be Harper Phillips, one of two freshmen on the varsity roster, and both on the varsity roster for Gravette on the floor right now. The other is 00 Patton. Has the ball here. Close to a carry. Shots off the mark anyway, so it doesn't matter. Carlton going to try and push it ahead. There's 3 Gravette Lions trailing the play, so somebody has to be open. Oh, and a nice deflection by Lily Sharp.
All right, take a deep breath. Run your offense here. Get you a good look. Love to see Jinx going to the goal. Carlton for a 3. Stovall going to the goal.
Going to rotate it around. Allison, who has a few points off the bench tonight. Extra pass. Kick out. Carlton for 3.
Good unselfish basketball, but I was thinking Stovall's taking that one.
That shot off the mark, so we remain 26-19. Well, out of control take that time from Palmer Pittman. And the Tigers going to have another opportunity in transition this time. Whip it over to Carlton on the wing for 3. That one too strong. She hit her first 2, but she's gone cold since. Under a minute to go in the quarter. That's out of play. Going to stay with Gravette with 46.3 seconds to go.
I want one of our girls to get a look in the lane. I'm begging for it right there, but I never mind a Carlton 3.
And she's certainly a good three-point shooter, but has kind of gone a little cold in this third quarter.
Well, wasn't she 2 for 2 and then 0 for 2?
Yep.
So, I mean, kind of cold. She's at 50%. So, like,
well,
for
I think
me,
she shot like 4 now, or 4 since those 2 she missed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, and Allison is going to send Patton to the line for 2 more free throws. That's 3 on Allison.
Well, the shooter mentality there then would be 2 for 6.
Yep.
You're still 30%.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Still pretty good. Keep shooting.
And the first one from Patton is good, so it's back to an 8-point game here in Prairie Grove.
Until we can start making a couple shots, it'll probably stay in that ballpark.
And another for Patton, so she's 2 of 2 at the line. 9 points the difference. Ruley going to come in for Cole. And Ruley will be the one to bring it across the timeline. Carlton running to the other corner. They try to get it to her. 25 seconds to go. Allison getting to get bailed out with a foul.
Now, I don't agree with that foul call at all. But you got it because there wasn't much of a foul on the last one.
Yep.
It was kind of not a makeup call, but it was kind of like, all right, we ticky-tacked here, we're going to ticky-tack there. I wish they would have not called either one of them. Let them play a little bit down low.
Allison's first free throw, good.
I told her baby brother down there that I saw him and said, I think she'd school you tonight. She's on fire. He's like, oh, no, I don't. I was like, no, you wouldn't. She's playing really well tonight.
Yeah, she has certainly been a key contributor
Shouldn't
in
have
this
bragged on
game. Yeah, you spoke a little too nice. So 28-20 with 17 or so seconds to go. Gravette can hold for the last shot. We went into the halftime break at 7 points the difference, so not much of a change here. Allison with the steal.
Go.
And got to go quick. The heave.
Oh! Wow, that was close.
Turns out the banks are not open late in Prairie Grove on Fridays. Well, we'll take a quick break, bring you the final 8 minutes as the Tigers trail by 8. More basketball on PG Tigers Online.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams. celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
That's pretty good. Well, welcome back as we get ready for the last 8 minutes of girls basketball action, scheduled girls basketball action here on Friday night. We'll have the boys game immediately following. And again, that one should be quite an interesting comparison. Both teams are projected to do very well in conference this year, very well potentially at the regional level as well.
I know we got several guys under the weather, which is not a plus, but the couple I talked to today, I was like, dude, you sick? And they're like, yeah, one guy was sick. The next thing you know, we're all sick. And I was like, dang it. I was like, well, I don't know if that's really the time, but I guess not in conference. And he was like, we have a conference game tonight. I was like, double
yeah. Certainly. Well, it will be Gravette basketball to start the fourth quarter.
Good steal.
Yeah, nice steal out of the break. See if the Tigers can do something with it here. Gamino. Allison, who's had quite the night tonight. Going to have to get out of the paint. I was going to say, she's still down there, so I don't think anybody noticed.
Oh, wow. That deflected into her hands.
Well, basketball is going to stay with the Tigers on the alternating arrow.
I like that he keeps bringing in Carlton for the inbounds to get a shot.
Yeah, she can hit one
It spreads the floor.
Yeah, it definitely does. It makes you have to defend everybody a little bit tighter.
If anything, I'm hitting really right now, letting her hit a shot.
She's going to take it. Deep three, off the mark. Loose ball. Jinx fights it and tracks it down, but she did step out of bounds right there. Good hustle, though. Can't fault the hustle.
I love the possession. It's just not falling for us, but I love the possession.
It's the right idea. Just can't find its way through the iron tonight for the black and gold. Ooh, and they're going to get Stovall with her third tonight.
Man, it looked like she was just kind of going towards the ball. It didn't look like she fouled. Like, that's kind of like a fair ball for both of them. They both get there at the same time.
Guess Ty goes to the runner there, I guess.
It does, but Ty should go to whoever muscles it out.
That shot off the mark, airballed. Ruley couldn't quite bring in the board, so going to be another opportunity.
24 just threw a punch.
And an offensive foul going the other way.
I'm pretty sure I would love to see the replay. If she didn't throw a punch, she extended an arm to get somebody out of the way, and I caught the tail end of it. But
yeah, either way, that's a foul on Patton. That's her fourth. So one of the bigs for Gravette. Probably won't see her again for a while with 4 fouls. See if that changes the dynamic of what Gravette wants to do tonight. 3 on the way, Carlton. Need it. That one off the mark. Another whistle, another foul. And it's going to be on Gravette as they signaled 5. There's not a 5 listed because that would be Hope Kidd if it's for Prairie Grove. There you go. So back-to-back fouls by Gravette. That foul's the 3rd for Lily Sharp. So her and 22 Kennedy Flint both have 3 apiece. 3 on the way, speaking of.
That was rushed. Really tried to get that out fast. She's a process shot person, and so she's got to have time to get the process through. But normally she does it whether there's someone coming or not. But she seemed to rush that one just a hair.
Penny White's going to check in for Allison, as this will be the 3rd opportunity for the Tigers to find some pay dirt in this 4th quarter. 6:38 to go here tonight. Both teams trying to get that first conference win of the season. They're going to try and get it back to Stovall. Nope, they're going to kick it across to Carlton. Carlton drives, trying to find some help. Ooh, and that pass trying to whip that along. Oh, it's deflected, so another opportunity for the Tigers. The shot clock won't reset, so 19 there.
I was going to say, in the NBA and stuff like that, doesn't it have like a goes back to the middle of the...
In college, it'll go back to 20. Another deflection, another inbounds play. So 17 seconds now for the Tigers as after Coach Reed, you're starting to run out of inbounds plays here.
There we go. See if we can get.
Kinney had it. She should have just driven. Yeah, she had it there. But a three from Stovall. That's off the mark, and a tie-up. Arrow's going to favor Prairie Grove, so a fifth opportunity for the Tigers.
Surely the basketball gods eventually say, you know what?
Just give them one, yeah.
We're gonna let it happen.
Mackenzie Wolf's checked into the game. Ruley, top of the three-point line, and that won't fall. Out of play, and stop me if you've heard it before. Prairie Grove basketball. The ball has been on the Prairie Grove end of the floor for almost a full minute of game action. And the Tigers just cannot buy a basket. Ooh, nearly a walk. Wide on the drive. Stovall can try another three.
Hey, the basketball gods have spoken. It's a 5-point ball game now. Let's go.
It is a 5-point ball game. A stop here,
yes,
like that, and the Tigers can make this a one-possession game with 5:37 to go. Stovall can't get it to fall. Kenny White, the rebound.
Good job, Kenny.
Stovall tracks it back down.
Good block out by Stovall as she picked up that ball.
They got Carlton open. Carlton steps into the three. That off the mark, but up and in, Ruley. And all of a sudden, Ryan, it's a 3-point game.
Heck yeah, I love it. I love it. Let's go. Get us another turnover here. Even if you don't, it's not the end of the world. I mean, there's 5 minutes left. It's a 3-point ball game. But what you've done, you put yourself in position. So don't slack. There's a slack. Don't slack.
I was going to mention that last time down the floor. That was the first basket of the night for Ruley. So 30-25. Tigers have brought this back within 2 possessions as we near in halfway in the final frame. Carlton kicks it down. Extra pass. Ruley. 3. Back iron, no good. Was probably close to a 2 as well. Her foot was near the line. Ruley, the steal. Tigers have numbers this way. Kinney definitely not going to take that 3. But Carlton will. Ooh, off the mark. Tie up down low. Oh, and they're going to call it on Kinney.
It was hard to see, but I heard her hit the ground. I didn't know who it was on.
I'm just going to say they're going to probably call it on the opposite of the person on the floor. That's Kinney's second foul. So the Tigers, another missed opportunity to bring it within 2 or 3 time down the floor.
I wonder if there was like pregame activity, postgame activity there, how that one went down. It'd be fun to watch that one again.
And all of a sudden, over the back, yep. I hate that call as a tall person, just being taller than the other person, but in that situation, it's going to help out the Tigers. So, going to be a timeout from Coach Reed. Let's take the break with him for the final 4:09 here in this girls' game. We'll be back after these messages.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
Well, as we get back underway, we were talking about it during the commercial, Ryan. I think this is a situation tonight where you really miss having like a Hope kid there who can run the offense, and if nothing's there, she can be the one who gets you the basket, drive it to the rack, and maybe run up some fouls on Gravette.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, she's aggressive in her play style, and so we have, you usually 5 girls on the floor that are pretty kind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they listen. They're very coachable. They're going to move the ball around. They're going to run out. Like you kind of need some of the turd in them to kind of show up. You know what I mean? It says, no. I mean, Kenny White has it. We've seen it on the volleyball court.
Mm-hmm.
Cage Jinx has it. We've seen it on the volleyball. You know, we need one of them to kind of just say,
to unlock
no.
that.
Yeah, I'm going to go mug it up here a little bit, and I'm going to go get me a bucket.
Well, I remember Coach B telling me, I believe Kenny's mom calls her the Beast.
Yeah, we need the Beast.
Yeah, the Beast needs to get unleashed with 4:08 to go in the game. Tigers trail by 5. Need a basket here to maintain pace in the late going.
He had something drawn up there, but it didn't formulate. But, maybe it did. Maybe that was it.
Bottom of the net there for Carleton. And it's a 2-point game with 3:50 to go and a big basket for the black and gold.
You could see something trying to formulate. He kept trying to tell him, like, you're over here, you're over there. We had 2 at the top of the key. It looked different, but I couldn't see what was going on. And then, bam, there it was. That could have been a foul.
And it was.
I don't count the 2. I don't feel like if the foul was all the way back here, I don't know if there was a continuation. But it was a foul back here.
Yeah, they are calling the continuation now. That is a new
really?
bug this year in high school. I guess maybe that's one of those when you go back to that reach-in foul I was talking about earlier. That's a
judgment.
Subjective call.
Yeah.
That was an NBA continuation. The end one free throw. Good. So the three-pointer from Carleton really does no damage for Gravette that time down the floor. Tigers just need to sustain the pace here. Ooh, that's
go get you one. There you go.
Carleton under the basket. She can do it in the paint as well as behind the three-point line. She's come alive. 5 points the last 2 trips down the floor for the black and gold.
Great look that time, you know. And to Reed, he told her, stop right there. Like, she was a baseline runner. She's going corners, right, trying to get her 3. And he told her, just slow down. Right there. And we found her, which is crazy.
Oh, whistle foul. Pittman goes hard to the rack. And that's going to be, I think, the first time tonight Prairie Grove's had more fouls in a quarter than Gravette. That's their 4th, the 2nd of the night for Cage Jinx. Is Palmer Pittman. Her first one will find the bottom of the net.
You know, she doesn't have a lot of legs in her shot right there. If you watch her, like, it's all like just a motion with the arm watch. It's very, there's not a lot of variables there.
Yeah. Not a lot of room for error. So 35-30. It's kind of hung around that 5-point game. Tigers have got it down to 2.
8 was the ceiling. Yeah. Then we got to the 5 now is kind of our deal. So let's just get it down to 3.
Carleton mid-range off the side of the basket. Gets her own miss. Ruley for 3. That off the mark. Kenny trying to track it down. And that's going to be Prairie Grove basketball as Mackenzie Wolf was most certainly out of play when she brought that in.
You know, and she wouldn't have been if Kenny wouldn't have been hustling to do that. So this extra possession brought to you by Kenny White. The Beast.
The Beast. Well, 35 was how many points Gravette scored in the loss against Shiloh. As Kenny loses the handle, able to track it back down, it's going to be out of play and back to Prairie Grove as the Gravette fans that have made the journey down not happy with that one. I was going to say in the next basket that Prairie Grove scores will be a season high in conference play. They scored 31 against Berryville the other night. Carleton deep 3, hand in the face. Won't fall. Kenny gets the board. Tigers got to find something down here this time.
You don't have to feel rushed, though, because it reset the shot clock. It's a 5-point game, 2 minutes left. Oh,
Kenny,
the Beast! Wow, all right.
Almost on cue. So, 35-32. Tigers need a stop, and this thing would be real interesting.
You could have kicked
I was going to say that.
That
might have been a kick ball.
It's going to call it a jump, though.
Arrow's going to say with the Lions, and won't reset the shot clock. So 21 seconds for Gravette, minute 52 to go. A stop here and a score. Things could get real interesting for Prairie Grove. Wow. And when they needed a basket, they went to Mira Russell, and Mira is going to be the first scorer tonight to hit double digits.
And that inbounds play is one that Froud we ran it in Pee Wee. He ran it like forever. I mean, it's the
Automatic.
same old, yeah. But if you're not disciplined, that's what you get.
So a 3-point swing there. Pittman going to call the Dogs off a little bit just to set up some half-court defense. So we approach 90 seconds to play tonight. Good ball movement. Stovall trying to force it down to Kenny White and deflected. We'll also mention fouls from here on for Prairie Grove. Is that one going to be on Jinx, her third? Will be free throws for Gravette.
I love that she's talking to the refs like, what do you want me to do? That girl's very aggressive in her body and her off arm. But at the same time, like you kind of got to get in front of her and shut her down, make her run over you, rather than trying to stay in her hip pocket.
Yep. That's good if you're playing corner.
Yeah, great position if you're playing quarter Canes. And we could use some corners every once in a while. So if you want to, there's a spot.
Thinking about it. Yeah, Mira Russell misses the front end. She has 12 tonight. Not too often you only see one starter for either team in double digits. That gives her 13. And it's back to a 7-point game after a couple of empty possessions for the Tigers. Need some help here for Ruley. As we near in a minute to play. Stovall going to take the three. Bottom. That's a big shot. Brings it back to 4 points with 64 seconds to go. Coach Reed will take the timeout. We'll stay with it this time. As again, don't want to miss. After this one, we'll have the boys contest for you. See the Gravette boys over there. Let's see the Prairie Grove boys over there. So both teams are ready. Both teams are here in uniform. So that's important and significant.
And it's 0-0 with 9 minutes left in the first quarter of your Alabama-Oklahoma first-round game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure that's where Lynn is. He may be doing the dual screen tonight.
No,
he may be watching. Don't lie for him. He's probably got one screen on us, one screen on that, and it's probably the computer screens on us and the big screens on the other.
Well, so what's funny is that I had talked to him about this because I knew that was going to be a conflict tonight for him, and he's like, "Hey, I appreciate it. I would like to watch Alabama play." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no worries." He's like, "Cook and I, we can handle it. We're a good dynamic duo." And then he calls me this morning, and he's like, "Hey, I actually got to go. I have to go to a Christmas party tonight."
Oh, womp womp.
So,
who plans a Christmas party during playoff football? And well, never mind. If you're in Arkansas,
you don't have to worry about it. It's not much of a conflict.
Wasn't any of his Alabama friends, obviously.
They would know better.
I can still remember marrying into my wife's family and having to go to a wedding on a game day. And I watched the game the whole day. It was before I had season tickets, so it was probably 20 years ago. But I watched the game the whole time.
Loose ball, Stovall tracks it down. Tigers going to have an opportunity here with under a minute to go. Kenny drives. Maybe I like the idea of trying to get it to a teammate at the last second, but sometimes you just got to be selfish there, I feel like.
I think I'm shooting that one.
You have the positioning, and I think at worst, you're going to get fouled. Stovall, Ruley, Carlton, corner to White. Big three from Ruley. That's off the mark.
Kenny White
with the offensive board. Still staying with it. Stovall, the mid-range, off the mark. Stovall still staying with it. And an empty possession there. Thrown out of play. And the Tigers are going to have another opportunity with 29.1. I'll be very curious when these two teams play again if Hope Kid is healthy.
Yeah.
Just to see kind of that different variable between these two sides. Because it's like we talked about. Hope, in a lot of these situations, I think can kind of maybe be a little bit of that calming presence at that point guard position. As Gravette going to take their second to last timeout, Both teams have one apiece, and Gravette, if they so chose, it's not a situation where you probably would need to, but they do have 2 fouls to give before
why wouldn't you?
Free throws.
Because we don't make free throws anyways tonight. Mm-hmm. So if you get into that situation, muck it up.
Yeah.
Make us earn it at the stripe. We ain't earning it anyways. Make it earn it at the stripe.
Well, Coach Reed going to draw something up here and see if the Tigers can snatch one away in the final 30 seconds.
And Pittman knows. I mean, he's a good coach. He's been around a long time. But, let him work, try to get the good shot for a minute, and then foul it. Make him work again.
29.1. Again, mentioned the Tigers will be playing in the Ozark Christmas Tournament and the week after Christmas, and then they will get back into conference play. We'll have that game for you, as a matter of fact, against the Shiloh Christian Saints on January 6th. Then the first Friday game of the year, the Tigers are going to travel up to Gentry to take on the Pioneers. Gentry, one of those 4 teams that started off conference play 0-1. They are playing Green Forest tonight, so both the 0-1 teams will find a winner as we get back underway. Ruley will get across the timeline. Carlton. Stovall, there's one of the fouls, so you had 2 to burn. Now you got 1 to burn. And that's first foul of the night for Harper Phillips. Like I said, one of the 2 freshmen for the Lions. And I think if you're Prairie Grove, I'm not too particular. If you can get the basket, you can get the basket. But if you go at 0-0, is that one off of nobody and out of play? I was going to say, if you go at 0-0, you can get Patton out of the game. She has 4.
I think she was trying and just poor execution there with the left hand. It kind of came out as she was trying to, shoot into her, but
Lions able to get it in play. Shot clock off, and going to be a foul from Stovall. That is her 5th, so Brooklyn's going to be done for the night. She's the leading starter scorer for Prairie Grove, so we'll see who Coach Reed sends into the game. Looks like the first one at the end of the bench. Oh, actually, yeah, it's going to be, I was going to say, probably was going to be Mickey Umfleet. Makes more sense. Stovall had a couple of threes here in this 4th quarter to make it an interesting contest. Oh, and not a terrible foul if you missed the front end.
So I say that's oh yeah, she knows where she belongs, but one of their coaches is seeing it.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're like, hey, Coach Reed's going to take the timeout. Their last of the game. We'll stay with it here.
You take your time out there? I think maybe after I get the ball and see how we go, because that's your last one. So
I was going to say, can't take it with you. I was looking down here. It's like the Cash family sitting in front of us. I think also this is a situation you wish you had like a Cameron Cash as well. Think back to those teams a couple years ago, Cameron Cash, Lexi Henry. Those are some pretty formidable teams up here in this conference. It was a shame that there was a school down the road in this conference too at that time.
That year where it was like every time we'd make it to like the finals or the semifinals, it was like, there they are.
Yep, there they are. And I was going to say, speaking of former Prairie Grove girl basketball players, I'm calling a game tomorrow over in Oklahoma, Rogers State University and Oklahoma Christian University. Trinity Dobbs. A senior for Oklahoma Christian. I was going through the rosters earlier this week doing some prep, and I was like, hey, what are the odds of that? Somebody from Prairie Grove playing over there, so it'll be exciting to see her tomorrow in action. Second free throw, no good as well.
Worst case scenario.
And a whistle and a foul. It's going to be more free throws for Gravette with 9.5 seconds. So Tigers going to fall to 0-2 in conference play. Played against a pretty stout Berryville team, and
something must have happened to her finger, because
it's maybe got sprained or jammed.
She's taking her to the back. I wonder if it popped out.
That's one of those. All right, I'm gonna do it on 3. 1, 1.5, pop. Don't let them tense up. So 40 to 35 the score tonight. I was going to mention elsewhere in the league tonight is that free throw may going to have a timeout taken by Gravette. We'll just take another quick look around the conference like I was mentioning. Berryville and Shiloh tonight. That should be a pretty good early conference season contest. Both obviously one out of the gates to start, and we'll see kind of how that shakes out. And I would imagine if I can do my process of deduction correctly, that would leave Pea Ridge and Huntsville. And in fact, I'm correct. Yes, Pea Ridge and Huntsville playing tonight at the Ridge. Again, both those teams are 1-0 in league play, so depending upon how things shake out, it'll be Prairie Grove and one other school at 0-2 at the bottom of the conference to end the 25 calendar year for the basketball season. And it'll be only up from there.
Conferences 500 against each other.
Mm-hmm. Always is. I remember somebody saying that to me one time. It's like, hey, the SEC is really good. They're 500 against each other. It's like, well, yeah, I'd hope so.
It was such a funny line that I heard when somebody said that, but they were trying to say the SEC was weak because of that. I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about right now, do you? That's the Mickey Rooney. I called Emmy really Mickey today, so that's not the first time I've even done that today.
Hey,
but that's the aggressiveness. I know we got the floor spread pretty good right now, but because they're guarding the 3 more than the 2, but get you some of those.
And first one good for Umfleet. She was one of the ones practicing at the halftime break. Umfleet 2-2. She's the lone Tiger tonight to go 2-2 at the charity stripe. And they'll do it. 41-37. The Tigers fall to 0-2 in conference play. They lose by 4 as they'll go to the Christmas tournament and be back in action here on PG Tigers Online on January 6th against the Shiloh Christian Saints. We'll take a quick break here on PG Tigers Online, and when we come back, it'll be the boys contest and see who will come out victorious.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe. Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself. Exit 65 right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new quick lane service department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe. Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself. Exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
Well, welcome back. Stephen Blackston with you. Ryan Cook will join us here shortly on PG Tigers Online as we get ready for the boys' game between the Lions and Tigers tonight. Should be an exciting close of basketball action here on PG Tigers Online as Gravette lost the other night in overtime to Shiloh. Your Prairie Grove Tigers won 71-53. They beat the Berryville Bobcats earlier this week, which ended a 4-game losing streak, all against schools that are a little bit bigger than Old Prairie Grove. Lost to Siloam Springs, which we had here for you on the network. Springdale and Southside and Eastham all were losses in the Farmington Classic last week, closest of which was the 58-53 Springdale game. The Tigers looking to get back on the right side of things tonight before they go into the Christmas tournament against Ozark next week. And then they'll have a big test to start the year of 2026 against the Shiloh Christian Saints. On the other side of the coin, the Gravette Lions, like we talked about, lost their conference opener to Shiloh in overtime earlier this week, 62-58. They come in to tonight on the season 6-2, so only 2 losses so far this year. Prairie Grove 8-5, as we're just about ready to get underway. As Ryan Cook joins us. Ryan, this one should be a...
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're okay.
That I joined you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You had to take care of the kids. It's understandable.
Right. Seeing all the family down there.
The kids can't feed themselves. But as we get underway, I was going to quickly mention in the conference, Shiloh, Huntsville, your Prairie Grove Tigers, and the Pea Ridge Blackhawks all 1-0. So should be an exciting contest. Gravette, Berryville are both 0-1. Green Forest is listed at 1-1, and Gentry at 0-2. Stolzer in the circle, and the Tigers going to control the opening tip. One of the things to keep in mind tonight is this will be the first time we'll see some of the football players out on the floor. Stolzer trying to go to work early under the basket. Going to have a whistle and a tie-up, and going to be Gravette ball 15 seconds in.
It was probably going to be their ball anyway, so that's actually saved you a possession later.
Yeah, get you the arrow back. Gravette in the unusual, I would call it, orange and black uniforms. Don't normally see an orange uniform.
Yeah, I don't know about that orange. Maybe a Syracuse-type deal here.
Yeah, as you see the starting lineup for the Lions, they're looking for their first win of the conference season. That shot by McGarr off the mark. We'll talk a little bit more about Cole later tonight as he has the opportunity to do something quite special this evening. And the first basket of the night will go to the visitors.
You know, that guy's not that big of a guy. He's thick, and he did a good job just kind of willing himself to the basket there.
Von Bergen's pass intercepted, but Robert Good able to track it back down. Nice.
Oh my God, no way. You got that at replay? No, not possible. That didn't feel like he got there, and he's under the goal. Like, can you keep him from being?
I was going to say, in high school, you don't have the restricted circle or restricted arc like you do elsewhere. You take another quick look at it.
I don't know. Okay, whatever.
Well, Robert gets the rebound to the other end. Tigers looking to go fast. Cash going to get his first touch. McGarr in the corner for three. Bottom of the net for Cole McGarr. And he's now 12 points away from going over 1,000 career points as a Prairie Grove Tiger. We'll,
that's so cool.
Keep an eye on that as the night goes along.
I can see that being a big motivator for him tonight.
Yeah, so far this season.
That's a walk. He moved his foot.
I was going to say, since we've seen him this year on the network, has really expanded his game to include a lot of tough two-point shots, contested looks there. Hasn't been kind of the Cole McGarr of years past where he's got the green light when he gets across the PG. But tonight's come out firing from deep.
You know, and it was always part of his game. Like, he had a little floater. He had some other stuff. And I'm telling you, like, dude, get you a couple shots inside first before you start going out there. Like, open up your, not just open up your game, but make yourself comfortable. Go ahead and just get that first couple things. Dunk it. Oh, Finn.
If I was that tall, I definitely would dunk it. And he's only a couple inches taller than me. I wish I could still dunk.
Oh, I wish I could
can still get rim.
All.
I can still get rim. But the dunking has evaded me.
Yeah. Gravette definitely has a real slow offensive, going.
Mm-hmm. They want to slow this pace right on down.
Yeah.
Robert with the steal. Run out the other end. Whistle, and Robert.
They're going to say he got all ball.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's getting worn out tonight so far. That was Holden Jeffries, the 6'2 senior, able to track Robert down.
That guy right there is holding Finn's shoulder on the back. I saw his hands on both shoulders, and he was just holding on for dear life.
They would throw a flag on Friday nights in the fall for that.
Yes. No lineman gets away with that.
McGarr, deep three. That's off the mark. Cash able to track it down. Tigers trying to extend the advantage. That off the mark. Oh, Robert kind of jumped himself out of the play.
It was almost awkward. I don't know where the timing was at on that.
I don't know if he didn't jump there, I think it might not just right come to him. Jeffries, his three's good on the other end. So 5-3, 5 minutes to go first quarter. It's interesting, you were talking about how Gravette kind of just wants to slow it down offensively. Well, Stolzer got to make this.
There you go.
Finn able to find it. I was going to say, it's interesting the contrasting styles of the girls and the boys teams here at Gravette. I feel like the girls wanted to play with pace, play with intensity, and Gravette's just going to let the meter run a little bit.
And Gravette may have more of the thing that we have a lot of in most years, where it's like you got to get a lot of football guys to come back over to really kind of fill out your team. And so, that touch just isn't there. And maybe the coach is like, we're just going to play possessional basketball. Like, we're going to have really good possessions. For us, I think the running was hard for us at the beginning.
Maybe a blocking foul on Gravette. No, I was going to mention, not to sound like this, but the Gravette football players did have an extra week to practice than the Prairie Grove football players did.
Ow! Good though. Good. Right from the top row.
I was going to send Kevin Cash to the line. That foul is on Pierce Elsa, his first of the game, first for the team. So that free throw falls through for Kellen, so extends the lead back to a point, 6-5. That's the first lead of the night for Prairie Grove. As Kellen's second finds back iron, and nearly a chance for an offensive rebound for the black and gold, but nothing there. Oh, and man, that is Harris's corner, Jeffrey's corner there. He's knocked two down. Man, Stolzer, back out McGarr, he's open. Going to take it. Bottom of the net there. He has 6. 15 was the magic number, and he's getting there quickly. As I say, the next whistle, we were talking about the football boys.
That's a moving screen. That's a weird way to do it, but it was almost like I ran into you, don't worry about it, but then like it kept going.
I was going to mention is Cole, another 3. Front iron short. As you mentioned, next whistle, we'll see Blake Coe ran into the game. Whistle foul.
That's a block. And
that's going to send Jackson Harp to shoot 2 free throws. So we'll see Blake here in a moment.
Uh-oh. ADs.
Uh-oh.
They're an official.
Oh, boy.
What's weird is we have Gravette and Prairie Grove kids
in the same spot, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a highlight of Coach Torres' job. So Blake Coran comes into the game for the first time. First free throw from Harp was good. Second one off the mark and catch. Wow. Elevated up there to get the board. Alex Mann. Oh, that was I don't know if that was a pass or a hook from Blake. It's kind of in the middle. Oh, nice poke away. McGar, run out. Oh, tried to get the and 1. But Cole going to have an opportunity for 2 more.
I just heard Ruli's mom give us an update.
Oh.
About the finger, popped it back in.
Oh, that's good.
It's hurting, but she popped it back in.
Let's see. Well, first one from McGar, good. As Corbin Dobbs getting ready to check in after this free throw. So McGar is more than halfway to 1,000, or what he needed to get to 1,000 tonight.
I was like halfway to 1,000.
Has 8 tonight, 11 to 9. So McGar has the lion's share of Prairie Grove's points as well. 11-9. It's been a back and forth contest as Dobbs is checked in. This is Cade Phillips with the basketball for Gravette, coming off the bench. He'll find Jackson Harp. Oh, Harp was able to get Stolzer in the air. I was going to say, if he'd made that, that would have been massive props to him. McGar has it poked away and is going to stay with the Tigers on the baseline.
McGar does a good job of kind of giving the whole head flop deal.
Sells it.
Yeah, just in case you want to call foul on it.
Jackson Murphy going to check in. So Coach Simmons rotating a lot of guys, a lot of bodies early. Whistle foul. Going to have holding 15 yards. Replay the down. No, oh, hold on. It's just a foul.
I think he said something like, Fenton, if they're going to push you like that, you can let them knock you down, I guess. I don't know. I couldn't tell what he was saying.
That foul on Keegan McGee, number 5, who's also checked in for the visitors. Oh, nice motion. Blake going to go to the line for a couple of free throws, and the foul is starting to rack up for Gravette on this possession. Blake,
you got the ankle brace on.
Yeah. I was going to say Blake, the second leading rusher this year for the Prairie Grove Tigers.
Too bad you couldn't brought a little thunder and lightning to basketball,
I know.
You're going to have an inside-outside game right there.
First one for Blake is good. Into the game for the first time, Drake Madison. So he'll get his first couple of minutes. And Blake ended the year with 1,651 yards on 232 carries. Can you do the yards per carry average there?
Nope.
7.1, if you're curious.
Oh, wow. Great job by Dobbs just staying in front of the guy.
13-9, 2:14 to go in the quarter.
Jackson Murphy, number 3, he's in.
Yeah,
He's going to run the point.
I was going to say, you're seeing a lot of different bodies from Coach Simmons here in this first quarter.
Well, he's a football guy that just came back over, and he's an asset. I'm telling you, I've coached him or been around him while coaching since like 3rd grade, and he's a ball player.
McGar gives it back to Dobbs. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. McGar drawing a crowd there in the corner. Blake gonna have to make something happen.
Oh, he touched the rim.
It did touch the rim, and he got fouled.
It touched the rim.
Touched the rim.
Touched the rim.
It did touch the rim. We're gonna have a conference. Yeah, I was gonna say it should touch the rim. So I know that inadvertent whistle in football, you just replay the play, but
they called it jump ball,
and the arrow would favor Prairie Grove. So be a fresh 35 for PG, and Coach Matt Bush for Gravette not happy, but it is the right call in that situation. As Stolzer is being smothered by Keegan McGee.
He's trying, and he's just holding on to arms, and they're holding on to his jersey. I mean, and Stolzer's not a physical guy, but they're just trying to make sure you don't get close to the rim.
That's 5 fouls, so that should be free throws. And yeah, it looks like Coach Elder was the one who was able to break through.
You can only tell him so many times, he said. We got quite the staff there, you know. We got 4 people running that thing down there now.
Yeah. You know, we were talking about that growth. The Stolzer's first free throw's good. You know, the more people on the scorer's table. Cole McGar going to come out of the game for the first time tonight. He exits with 8, needs 7 to get to a career 1,000. Stolzer 2 of 2. And Von Bergen going to check in for Jackson Murphy. Or no, excuse me, for Stolzer. So Tigers going to play a little small ball. And works. So far, so good.
You know, we got a couple guys that seem like they could add some height to the team, but at the same time, Gravette don't have any height, really, that you have to play, that you have to match. So going small on small is not shouldn't be an issue.
Von Bergen going to be the action man to Cash. Fade away. Oh, good look. Oh, nice board from Murphy. Robert Von Bergen at the free throw line. Cash.
I was going to say that backside, we got too many guys too close together, but they finally spread themselves out. But a lot of it is they haven't played with each other until, 2 weeks ago?
So they haven't gotten that rhythm yet. Blake, Cash, down at the low block. Easy money for Kellen Cash.
Coran did a good job finding it down there.
Ooh, whistle and a foul. That's going to be the 3rd foul of the quarter with 53.5 seconds left on Prairie Grove. Going to get Blake with the harm. Blake rocking the mustache still.
I
was going to say it's a long 5, but it was 5.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, they're kind of giving it time. I wonder if he's counting in his ear right there, and then he blows the whistle. So
he's like 5. Okay, I'm going to have to blow it now.
The only technical I ever got was counting for a ref.
Can't imagine why they didn't like that.
From the bench, as a coach, Pee Wee, they were sleeping in the inside there.
Going to get Kellen with a foul away from the ball.
I wasn't even watching him.
So it's going to be an inbounds play. A lot of fouls in this first quarter. 9 total between the two teams.
Which I think that favors us now with the football guys because we have the depth.
More bodies to throw at it. Nice take by Jeffries. He's got a handful of baskets. 17-11. one of the largest advantages of the night for Prairie Grove. Cash just going to take a little bit of air out of the basketball in this quarter. Tigers want the last shot. Murphy for three. That's off the mark. A couple of Tigers in position for it. Von Bergen. Cash. He's going to have to make something happen quick. Step back with a hand in the face. Oh, it was on line. Just not quite long enough. So after one, the Tigers lead 17-11. We'll take a break here on PG Tigers Online. Bring you the second quarter when we return.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Welcome back. As we get ready to get the second quarter underway, the Tigers lead the way, 17-11, leading scorer so far. Cole McGar, he's kind of the guy to pay attention to tonight as well, as we talked about in the first quarter. Needed 15 points tonight to get to a career 1,000. He's got half of it, or half of what he needed in the first quarter, so that's a pretty good pace.
That's pretty cool. I just think of how many buckets is that? I know they got the three-point line, but that's just a lot of buckets, man. I know he's been playing, 3 years in the high school ranks, but it's just a lot of scoring.
That is a lot of scoring. And it's scoring at a high volume. I remember last year a lot of nights he'd get into the 20s. A couple of times he almost touched 30. And he is certainly, instead of a shooting guard, he's a scoring guard. When it comes to that side of things. And even if you were to just say he only made threes his entire career, that would still be almost 335 threes made. So
and in 3 years, that means you're making over 100 a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. That's still a lot of threes in what, 20 games, 30 games?
Because they have. They've gone through the conference tournament and they've gone to the regionals. I think the last 2 years or 2 out of the 3 last year. So, not necessarily a ton of postseason play as well to do that in. So, it's pretty impressive. Mann, who's yet to score tonight, he can get going from 3 when needed. Was the hero in the season opener against Ozark. McGar for 3. That's off the mark. Oh, Cash able to almost put it right back in. Wow. Man, that one is about as close to a make as you can get without actually getting the fall through. So 17-13.
Deep 3 by number 1.
That's off the mark. Stolzer gets beat. And nice job from Elza to find the rack.
Yeah, Stolzer's got to block out. That's the little things that you got to do.
Oh, Von Bergen slips through his fingers. So the Lions going to have an opportunity this time down to tie or take the lead.
Wish I was a lip reader. I won't repeat what I thought it said because I'm not for sure.
Probably wasn't positive.
It was just, hey, block out. Please.
Politely.
Yeah.
Very politely. So we get back underway. Jeffries is in his corner, and he hasn't missed one from that spot yet. Coach Simmons is going to take the timeout. Not happy with what he sees. Let's take the break with him. The Lions have roared back to lead 18-17 here in the second quarter.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
Well, as we resume here in Prairie Grove, the Lions off to a 7-0 run to start this second quarter to retake the lead, Ryan.
Ouch. It's not the way you want to start for the Tigers, but again, basketball's a game of streaks. You just got to make sure you have more than they do.
Well, the Tigers going to have an opportunity to retake the lead here. And in this 7-0 run from the visitors. McGar. Von Bergen. Cash going to drive. Von Bergen, who had a good game against Siloam. That one rejected. That was Hudson Harris with the block. He's going to take the three the other end. Rolls out. McGar the board. And the Tigers have some numbers down the other way. Oh, that pass led just a little too much for Von Bergen from McGar. Harp was left alone under the basket. Missed. And for his effort, going to go to the line to shoot two.
Just an ugly sequence of basketball for the Tigers in reality. I mean, you get a steal or a rebound, fast break, bad pass, you get a foul down here. It's just mucky right now. It's not pretty.
It's ugly. But Tigers have shown that they can calm the waters. Just got to find something through the basket, as it is now a 8-0 run in favor of the Lions. Make it 9.
There. Nice look by Kellen that time, drawing the defense to him. I mean, he gets a lot of attention. And then Coran just kind of in that dunker spot. He ain't going to dunk it, but he's going to get an easy bunny there.
And the other end, Hudson Harris puts it through. Tigers trail by 3. Man in the corner. That's off the mark. Lions will have an opportunity to extend their lead.
Good D that time by Man.
I was very impressed. Justin Cash able to reset his feet, able to spin out of that. Oh, and that's through the fingers. Von Bergen trying to fight for it. Loose ball, not settled. Not entirely sure that wasn't per se an over and back. And there's going to be a foul all in that mess. And Cole McGar, that's his first.
Yeah, I was trying to think with the over in the back. I think we touched it at one point to get it to go back over, if I remember right.
I was just saying more just the fact the guy laying on the ground touches it and then rolls it to Jeffries. Jeffries rolls it back across the timeline. So that was what I was a little...
Okay, so that part. I wasn't paying attention well enough there.
It was just weird. And normally when it's weird, it's a violation.
There's something there.
Yeah. And Stolzer's getting ready to check back in after a breather.
Oh, I'm surprised I didn't call anything there.
There was a lot to call.
I would have called a jump or something. It looked like he had his hand on the ball, so I would have called a jump there. But
once again, kind of going back to what we just talked about, if it looks weird, it probably is weird, to be completely honest, in terms of there being some form of a violation.
Coran's going to run the point now.
Stolen away. Jeffries run out the other end, and Jeffries leads all scorers with 13 points tonight. 24-19. Lions extending the advantage. Another pass deflected in the paint. Jeffries, step back 3. Oh, and he's going to get the whistle.
We just look discombobulated.
Yeah, the eggs look a little scrambled at the minute. As Jeffries has come alive in this second quarter. Gets the first free throw to go.
He's got 14 on the night. I mean, he's leading all scorers, but it's usually just from the corner.
And in a way, it's kind of if you can have a quiet 15 points, it has been a quiet 15 points.
Yeah.
He hit a couple of threes in the first quarter. Didn't hear much from him. And then he's kind of come alive last couple trips down the floor, and he makes all 3 here. So 16 points in the night, for Holden Jeffries to lead all scorers, and after making all three of those, makes it an 8-point game with 3:35 to go in the half. Tigers just need a basket, try to find some rhythm here. Blake going to take the three. That's off the mark. Cash, strong rebound, goes back up, and probably going to be a steady diet of Kellen here over this next 3:15 if the Tigers going to try and get back into it.
What you love about that, it wasn't just a Kellen ball-dominant, offense. It was move the ball, get a good shot. Kellen doing the dirty work and cleaning it up. 4-on-4 bully ball right there.
Coach Simmons wants to take the timeout. As we'll stay with it. 29-21, 8-point game as Hudson Harris gets that last basket. As the Tigers just trying to break a little bit of the momentum that the Lions have found themselves in this second quarter, Ryan.
Yeah, they're definitely fighting it against it right now. It's just nothing is working well. So you're trying to grind out this low time to hope second half is different. But what you've done, you've dug yourself a hole because you were up, and then now you're down 8. So you got 3 minutes to kind of get that back down into a basket or two, and then come back for the second half, a little bit more focused.
Yeah, see what adjustments Coach Simmons can draw up there on the grease board. As I just look over, looks like they're still trying to find a pulse in Stillwater for the Crimson Tide.
I do like that the first round is home playoff games. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it'd be cool to host one.
It's pretty fun to go to.
Wouldn't know.
Yeah, maybe one day. Hey, if Indiana can do it, anybody can do it.
It's true.
Hey, they got the first down. Well, back here in Prairie Grove, it's going to be Prairie Grove basketball out of the timeout. Excuse me, to the Alabama fans watching, it was a touchdown, not more than just a first down. But we get back underway. Cash will bring the ball across the timeline with under 3 minutes to go in this first half. Kellen has 5 tonight, and they have been a hard-earned 5 points in the early going. Cash going to get it back here. And near in on 10 on the shot clock. Cash going to step into a 3. That rattles out. Oh, and Dobbs try to chase it down. Can't get to it. So, empty possession there for the Tigers. Going to have to play some defense. Well, Tigers get the empty possession. Let's see if they can make something happen with it. And something at least positive. Don's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, as that's the first foul of the quarter on the Lions.
I was thankful for the foul because it looked awkward the way he was approaching the rim.
The angle of attack was a little
so I was
shallow.
thankful for the foul.
Yeah, that's the second foul of the night on Pierce Elsa. And that's off the mark for Dobbs. Second, that's no good as well. And we're going to have a whistle and another foul on the Lions. That's going to go on Keegan McGee.
He's got to have several.
He's got 3 in the first half, so I imagine Keegan will have some time to think about it here before halftime.
Let's see if 23 will hold him.
Yeah, Madison into the game. Cash takes the 3 immediately. Bottom of the net there for Kellen.
Wow. Beautiful.
That was the spot he was trying to hit from at the end of the first quarter. Was just a little short. That one just a little longer and finds its way through. So 5-point game with 2 minutes to go in the half. Cash is tied with McGarr for leading scorers for the Tigers. If you're wearing 23, you got to step back and take that bad boy. Got to play and going back the other way. Tigers will have an opportunity to make it a 1-possession game this time.
That was a goal. Get it back into
the old Ryan Cook score, stop, score.
That's right.
It's interesting. Cash is very much a true point guard in that respect. Is McGar going to hoist? That's off the mark. Cash with the board. Oh, can't get the finish. But I was going to say with Cash being kind of like that true point guard, he checks the play, makes sure it's correct from the coach, and then runs the action. Jeffries, that's the first missed three of the night for him. Jump ball arrow is going to favor Prairie Grove.
Jeffries wasn't in his corner.
He had to come down here if he wanted to make that one.
Yeah, no, Kellen Knott is just a basketball player. He's a super intelligent young man. Not that the rest of them aren't, but basketball IQ is there. Academic IQ is there. Just control over his body and everything going on is there. He's just a really wise kid for his age.
The Tigers going to have another look at it under the basket. As something has the Gravette fans fired up. Oh, wow. That's a tough shot, pretty shot from Cole McGar. So it's a 3-point game. The Tigers have trailed by as many as 8 in the second quarter after leading to start this period. What's a foul? And I'm going to get Jeffries with it. He gives the old, who, me?
Yeah. Well, the second move, it wasn't the initial screen. It was the second move to kind of hold him there. If you watch, well, this is actually the foul before. All right, 37 seconds, 3-point ball game.
So a chance to tie or at least make it a 1-point game going into the intermission. Barring a jump ball will be Gravette's ball to start the third quarter. Cash just going to run off the time. 20 seconds. And Gravette now wants to come out and play a little defense. That's off the Gravette line.
They're trying to get someone to set a back screen over here or something. It's not happening.
They're going to say that was off of Harp. So 2-second difference between shot and game. As Cash going to have to make something happen quick. He's probably the one you want taking the shot. McGar just have to hoist one. Oh, and he didn't get a chance. So
they were looking at the game clock, where the shot clock got him.
So 0.9. Tigers will go. There's some very angry people for it being the holiday season. So 1.5 seconds to go. They put a little time back on it, just enough time pretty much to catch it and shoot it. Clock should run, and Coach Elder did a good job to run off the rest of it, but I think the officials are going to huddle and put a little bit of time back on. I was going to say if the officials were looking, I don't think they were, but Elson probably should have received a technical there, because I believe if the rule is correct, if you leave the bench before he got up with his hands up and walked onto the playing surface, it's fine, because they called it halftime anyway. But there's a lot of agitated people as we go into the halftime break. Your score at the intermission, 29-26. Gravette leads the way. I think we should all take a break here, and we'll return with calmer heads after these messages.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe. Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new quick lane service department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities, from the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate, the ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe. Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Welcome back as we're just about ready to get underway.
As Wade Cash is telling me to get ready for engineering stuff. Some of this is my fault. I had all the boys working all week long on their engineering projects. So Gravette ball 29-26.
Tigers led at the start of the second quarter, but behind Jeffries, who has the ball here, and a handful of others, they were able to extend a lead. Tigers have kind of worked at it, and then got it back down to a three-point game. Make that 6.
Wow, that's the first three-pointer, I think, by number 1, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. That's first 3 points on the board for him over there. So 6-point game here in Prairie Grove to start this second half. And Tigers looking to go to 2-0 in the league. McGar, his 3 answer off the mark. Tigers looking to go to 2-0. Gravette trying to get their first win of conference play. They lost in overtime to the Saints of Shiloh on Tuesday night. Shiloh is going to be the hosts of the conference tournament in February, but there's a lot of basketball between now and then to be played.
For sure. And I heard they're getting ready to announce regionals too, right?
Yeah, I think they're working on regionals. Oh, that's a late whistle and foul, but it's going to be Cash's third of the night and first of the second half. But yeah, working on regionals. Regionals will be up here this year. Be curious to see where it ends up. I'm sure Coach Torres, Coach Simmons, and more would love to host a regional tournament with as good a boys basketball team as we have here tonight.
I bet we put in for it. I most definitely think we probably put in for it.
Second free throw good. So 5-0 run out of the halftime break for the Gravette Lions. It's an 8-point game. As Jeffrey's going to pick up Kellen Cash across the timeline. Von Bergen, man left alone. He can shoot the 3. Oh, and that took a weird angle over the top of the basket now to play. But yeah, I'm trying to think back. Last year was at Dardanelle. I'm trying to think of the schools that have had it up here. I believe Pea Ridge had the regional 2 years ago. And then the year before that, we were down in Morrilton. So I think you can eliminate Pea Ridge, just since I think there's probably a rotation there a little bit, as that is money. And the Lions have come out of the gates hot. It's an 11-point game with 2 minutes or so gone in this third quarter.
It'd be interesting to see the runs, like we'd written down the runs that have been tonight, because it's just one after another.
Cash trying to get the first basket of the second half. He does. Gravette on the edge of control, but they maintain possession. Stolzer, good job creeping out there. Help defense, alters that shot. I think that's going to be defensively the big thing for him as this season goes along. McGar going to step into a deep three. That's off the mark. I was just going to say about Stolzer is, he can get those, once he gets those hands up, he can really affect the trajectory of a lot of shots down to the painted area.
100%. Sometimes you don't even have to jump. Like, you might not even want him to because people are going to eventually start pump faking him to a point where they, put him in foul trouble.
Yeah. Stolzer this time extended a little bit. And one. That's Stolzer's first. And second of the quarter on the Tigers. Another opportunity at an and one for Gravette to put them at 40. And that one in and out. So 11-point game still, 39-28. Tigers had it down to 3 at the intermission.
That's crazy. It's kind of the way the second quarter started. It's just brutal to your mojo.
Cash left alone, going to step into one. That's off the mark. McGar had a good position, just better positioning from Jackson Harp. Jeffries to Harp, clearing out a little bit of space. Stolzer in position, but not going to need a board there. That's a make. And Coach Simmons going to take another timeout. Let's take the timeout with him. You're watching Prairie Grove Tiger basketball on PG Tigers Online and the Southern Sports Network.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Well, welcome back. Tigers trail 41-28 as they try and find some momentum here in the third quarter. Man will get it inbounds to Cash, and Cash will run the offense. Ooh, a little errant. And Cash not able to keep that one in play. Tigers going to make a couple substitutions. Going to mention they're playing in the holiday tournament down in Ozark as well. They're going to be starting with Yellville Summit in the first round. I believe they are 2A. That'd be my guess. 2A or 3A. It's kind of tricky. It's Cash with the steal. Run out the other way, and that's going to be a whistle foul. They'll call it on the floor. But I was going to say it's tricky because I know a lot of those schools kind of around the Harrison area, those guys, Bergman, are 2A or whatever in football, even though Bergman doesn't have football. And then 3A in all the other sports. Kind of the opposite effect of like a Farmington for a long time being 5A and being 4A in football or in basketball. Excuse me.
Right.
I'm kind of surprised Yellville Summit's not playing in the Green Forest Christmas tournament. That's a little bit of a closer bus ride than going over to Ozark.
I'm trying to think even where Yellville Summit is.
So if you're going to Harrison, you go to Harrison, you go past Harrison, and Yellville Summit's past Harrison. Okay. Yellville is past Harrison. Summit is right next door. That's your Arkansas geography lesson for everybody listening at home.
I needed it too.
And basketball is going to stay with Prairie Grove. Tigers still trying to find a basket here. I know Prairie Grove over the years has played in the Green Forest Christmas Tournament. It's one of the older Christmas tournaments in Arkansas.
Yeah, we used to go down to Conway every holiday season.
Corner three from Cash. Buried. That's a big basket. Gets it back to a 10-point game with 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Jeffries is in his corner, not going to take the shot. This is Elsa. That's off the mark. And the Tigers will have an opportunity to bring this within double digits this time down the floor.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yeah, that did dawn on me after I said that was his last name.
That was the thought.
Murphy for three. Bottom of the net. And the Tigers have a little 6-0 run of their own. Trying to fight their way back into this in the third quarter.
Here they kind of take the air back out of the ball. They'll run an offense. I mean, they slow it down, pass it around, trying to maybe get it inside. 4 is guarded by 4, or get a little screen.
Another opportunity. Tigers trying to extend the 6-0 run. McGar elects to pass to Murphy. Going to get it back. Free throw line jumper, no good, but Cole going to go to the line for 2 free throws. And you made the joke during halftime about the Alabama-Oklahoma games, like nobody wants to win it. Well, it's 17-17 now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a funny joke about Alabama the other day, but I'm going to save it for off air. I'm going to save it for when Lynn's around.
Nice. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
So McGard has 11. The 1,000-point watch is 4 points away. It's kind of I get the same feeling of Sugg in that Pocahontas game, trying to get to break the record there. He's good with both. So Tigers just a little closer, 41-36. They're on an 8-0 run of their own. Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Gravette trying to end the run here. And they do.
Ooh, toilet bowl.
Yeah, that was Joseph Bean. Knocks it down. And that ends what is an 8-0 run for the Tigers. Murphy thought about it.
So I say he could have had that. Nice.
Wow. Beautiful.
Murph's vision's really good, but Kellen being ready is even better right there. Thank you for not calling a foul on that. A defensive player has got to be able to jump straight up and down and it not be a foul, so I appreciate that.
And also some of that, too, I think the Gravette guy was just way out of control. Oh, nice hesitation.
Oh!
And that's 1,000 points. And that's where it comes. That's a big moment to get your 1,000. The hezi and then in the face.
It's such an awkward hesitation right there, and it almost looks like it's wrong. But you can do it. He hadn't made a move yet with the ball, and then he throws the ball down and gets it, and able to step to the side and shoot the 3. So,
and it's a great achievement for Cole. As you see there, we have it highlighted at the bottom of your screen. But it could be also the thing that maybe snaps Prairie Grove back into this game. McGar, 18-footer, can't get that to fall. Loose ball, it's a 3-point game. Kind of where we were at, where we started the quarter. Loose ball, still not settled.
nice.
Going to call a technical on somebody. Who are they calling the tech on? This is Let's take another look at it here, Ryan. See where we can spot attack. Viewers at home, you can participate as well. If you see it, call it out.
I didn't see it. He must have said something.
We're calling it on Gravette. Let's take another look. Yeah, I guess it was a verbal thing versus a physical thing. McGar gave him 1,001 points for the career.
That didn't last long.
I know. Gosh. And should be interesting because 12.4 seconds, you'll get the ball back. Might have an opportunity to take a lead when the Tigers were down by double digits at one point. Wow. What a weird turn of events.
Yeah. And we didn't hear it. We didn't see it. But it was definitely quick. Like, that official acted like it was egregious.
So 44-43. Closest the Tigers have been in quite some time. Cash. Middle of the paint. Money. 45-44 Prairie Grove. And the Tigers are going to go to the fourth quarter with the lead. We'll take a break here on PG Tigers Online. Basketball when we return.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Welcome back. As we get ready for the final 8 minutes, Tigers looking to go to 2-0 in the early going of conference play. They lead 45-41 after being down double digits in pretty much all of the third quarter, Cook.
I mean, like I said, we did good, open up the game, and then second quarter, man, they go on a huge run and just answer completely. And then, we tie it back up, get real close. I say 3 points, 5 points right there. Come in the second half, and then 9-0 run. It's like,
bang right out of this, yeah.
You work so hard just to let it go. But here we go again, and in the quarter with a nice little run, getting back to where we need to be. So now you can't let them start this quarter with that kind of run. So let's see. We'll stick with the lineup that was on the court that last time. And, you got your two football guys in right now. I think they add a lot defensively, being able to just keep the ball in front of them, a little bit of physicality, and then the offensive side, of Murph's vision and passing. It's crisp. And he hit one big three that really made a difference. So, nice rebound. Almost, Corinne. Don't foul.
Blake nearly was able to get the offensive board, but first possession of the fourth quarter comes up empty for the Tigers. Blake, I was going to say Blake was.
There's the aggressiveness I was talking about.
Playing tight. So first foul of the quarter going to be on Blake Coran. Blake's second of the night. 1,600-yard back. Gets a second foul.
How many weeks into the season will we have to, or will we be able to say that? Because eventually, he becomes a basketball player.
Yeah, he did short transitions over, yeah.
But right now, no, he's still a football player. In fact, we were talking to someone the other day, and that's exactly what they said. Man, number 24 for y'all, he's a solid runner, and I'm like, yeah. And they're like, and then the fact that you had a 16 too, I'm like, I know, I was like, we had other guys that could run.
Murph!
What I was telling you.
Brought down rain.
That corner shot too.
Gravette going to take a timeout. As the other thing is, we've kind of gone along here in the third quarter, Cook. The crowd has gotten a little bit more involved. That it's sort of since that 1,000-point mark for Cole, it's just kind of come alive.
The thing that I kind of miss in a way, our old arena was a lot smaller, and it got loud, man. It got real loud. This one, it's bigger.
Yep.
It's an arena. It does like take a really big game, and even then, like the other side might not be as full.
They might not show up. Yeah.
It's kind of like other than homecoming, pep rally time. It's not a full loud play. So I'd love to see it. As we grow, make this an event again where, the old timers came out. It's like football. We were kind of a basketball town for a minute when I was young, and so it brought everybody out. And so then football did take over.
I was going to say the other thing too that will help, I think, is this end down here. You got to have more students.
Yeah, well, and it's holiday season, so kids some are already traveling, they're out of town, but get everybody here. Hey, win ball games on a consistent basis, they'll be here.
Yeah. Winning's fun,
and we have a team that can do that this year. We really do. I really like the composition of the team because you have talent at each level year-wise. You have talent at each level in the court spacing-wise, and you have depth. So you've got a chance. Now, it's going to take us a little while to get all together, but you've got a chance here.
Certainly. Some smothering defense. Trap in the corner. Not too often to see, in theory, the two best players on the floor committing the trap there in Cash and McGar. Stolzer deflects that pass. Gravette going to have to take a quick shot.
Oh, touch the deal. It's out.
Out of play. And Cash is ready to just keep on going. I don't blame him. Look at Callan, just like direct traffic. I think if you're Coach Simmons, that's you love having a player like him on the floor. Yes, he can score and do all those things, but like you talked about, he can do all the other kind of coach on the court moves.
He knows what you want. He's in essence a coach on the floor.
In football, they call the quarterback a lot of times the field general. He's the court general.
Yeah, because we have a lot of guys that are almost positionless. They play wing. They can play a little small forward, maybe even a power forward. Inside look to Stolzer. But you have 3 or 4 guys that bring the ball down on a regular basis, and so, but you still got to have a voice, and he's the voice.
The Tigers hit the half-century mark. That's close to the line. Doesn't matter. It's off the mark.
33 was literally pulling the arm of Stolzer. Like, Stolzer almost came down. Oh, man, I want Murph to be a little bit more aggressive there. It worked out. It was a smart thing to do. Don't get anything hasty, but there you go. You got to get in there and draw the defense to you a little bit.
I was going to say, let's go back to that. Hasty.
Man. Yeah, I might not be able to spell it, but I pronounced it, I think, correctly.
That's a nickel word right there, a dime word.
We playing Scrabble?
Double point score. We get back underway. Tigers 6 points the advantage. Their largest lead in the second half. Murphy to Cash. Cash going to take the 3. That's off the mark. Pinballs around, but Blake Coran able to clean it up. That was a little bit of a sidewinder from
That's
Murphy.
The football coming out in him. It'll take him a little bit. Like, it's one of those deals. Like I always say, sophomores in football, it takes them to about conference, week 5. Week 5 of the season, right in the middle of conference, to really start seeing some of those guys step up. Basketball, when you get your football players over, it's the same thing. You need
they got to kind of unlearn the football a little bit.
Yeah, you need about a month, really, of just good, steady. Blake's going to get him a cheapie there. You just need about a month. And so now you have a football player and a sophomore. Might take a hair longer, but he's an athlete. He's a guy that you can trust. So give him 3 weeks. Give him 3 weeks of ball games, and we'll see what we got.
And it's pretty cool as well with a lot of these guys. They got 3 or 4 extra weeks of practice. Is that free throw off the mark? Got a lot of extra practice, a lot of extra development that just only going to serve him well into next season.
Yeah.
Second free throw good. So 5-point game, 50-45 with under 5 minutes to go in the quarter. And of course, speaking of football, the 4A state champion is going to be in the conference next year. They just recently re-announced all the conference alignments. As just a little miscommunication that time. Elkins.
Simmons shaking his head pretty hard there. It's like, dang it, guys. Just lack of concentration. But, yeah, now in football, they were already in our conference, but they reorganized all your non-football sports.
So next year, I believe Elkins will be a part of this conference. I believe also Harrison should also be coming back down from 5A and other sports.
Which is crazy because I've lived in Harrison for a season and an internship.
In your life, yeah.
And it's a much bigger place. So for them to be with us is weird.
It won't be long before Prairie Grove will be with them in 5A in football again. Whipped around. McGarr going to take the 3 this time. That's off the mark. Stolzer tried to get a paw to it. And the Lions, a little 3-0 mini run as we near halfway to go in this final quarter. 50-47. Tigers have led by as many as 6 in this fourth. Cash for 3. Bottom. That's a big answer. I was going to say just before the shot, I think Coach Simmons has maybe found something with this 5 on the floor.
Well, what I was going to say is it's funny because you got Karan playing that high post, low post X kind of deal with Stolzer. I was like, but look at your 3 guys on the outside. McGarr, Cash, Murph. Who are you going to get off of?
Who are you sagging off of? Yeah.
You're not. And so that makes it really tough on the inside guys. If you can get a consistent inside presence with Stolzer or maybe even with Karan, you got something there.
Well, the thing also about Blake is I said this a lot last year. Blake was probably the best defender on the team. He would play smothering defense. So you get that, it's kind of your 4. Good luck.
And, they're not even in basketball shape yet. So we got to get him going basketball-wise. He's got a bum ankle. It's going to take some time to get him. Now, he's leaning into this guy. Like, it's going to wear Gravette down a little bit, but give him some time. Like I said, give him 3 weeks, and we'll see.
McGarr, 3. Ooh, in and out. Cash cleans it up. He leaves
that
it
was
short.
A foul. How was that not a foul? He had to go with his left hand because the guy grabbed the right arm. Play that one again if you have it. I'm pretty sure he went left hand because his right arm was grabbed, but I could be wrong.
He's just giving him a high 5 as we take another look.
See, you got about 7 seconds here on the play clock. And
there's a step
side.
Cash comes to crash. Gets it.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, he had a hook around the
I thought so. I was like, why did he go left-handed like that in that spot? Didn't need to, but it's because he didn't have a right hand.
Hey, the official or the state of Arkansas is always looking for more officials, right?
I have officiated.
Hey, there you go.
It's not pretty. I've been yelled at. It was good for me. Got a little exercise. Got paid. Did a lot of officiating for a while. That was back when all my older kids were younger.
With 2:26 to go, it's going to be Gravette's basketball out of the timeout. 30 seconds on the shot clock. And that's the thing I think also, going back from last year's team to this year's team, is you look at the bench. You got 3 guys on the bench that can contribute as well. Obviously,
for sure,
Robert Von Bergen's come into the game, but I was going to say Von Bergen, Mann, and Dobbs. Those are 3 solid reinforcements as well.
And I'll be honest with you, there's more guys on the bench that could play a little with a little bit more seasoning. And then you have a guy like Moss, who's just kind of like just a crazy athlete. Now, he had a broken finger, so he hasn't been able to do a whole lot. But, you've got guys is the point. You got guys. He just fell himself. I don't thank you.
It was nice of Stolzer to try and help him back up. And this is a smart move from Simmons. Just take the time out of the game. There's only
boring is what they're saying, but
hey, you should see basketball in this state or in all of high school athletics like 5 years ago.
Before the shot clock.
Yeah, you want to call it, you think this is boring. How about a game that's 9-2?
Probably could have been an offensive foul there.
Last touch, Jeffries. Well, it's going to be a fresh 35 for the Prairie Grove Tigers. So, in theory, you can take this down to a minute-ish and really make this tough on the visitors. Cash. Going to start his dribble. Picked up by Hudson Harris. Stolzer, ooh, dangerous moment there.
Smart to not shoot it. Murph had the look, but it's not time.
Von Bergen, Cash cuts to the basket off of Gravette, and it'll be an inbounds play with 11 seconds on the shot clock.
I like that, though, that we didn't wait till 10 to get going. We went right before.
Give you a little bit extra time,
Yeah.
McGar going to inbound here. Cash has it. Steps into a three and fouled. You can't do that if you grab it. Cannot do that.
Thank you. That's a worst case scenario other than him making it
and then getting fouled.
Yeah.
So Cash going to have an opportunity to extend the advantage. First one no good. And I just looked over. I didn't even notice this. Callan has 20 points tonight.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's because he didn't have to dominate the ball. And so it kind of came to him tonight. But this is the balanced scoring you really like with him and McGar both in high double digits. And then you've got everybody else sprinkled around with 6 here, 4 here. You got a team effort.
You got other guys who can make a basket when you need them to make a basket.
That's right.
So 2 out of 3 at the charity stripe, not too shabby. It's an 8-point game with 67 seconds left to go tonight. Jeffries, he's been the 3-point man. Not in the second half, though. That one off the mark. And pretty soon, wow, that's about the weakest foul you're going to get called tonight. I was going to say pretty soon Gravette was going to have to start fouling, but they do. That's going to be the second foul of the quarter. So they have a few more fouls to give. 50.7 to go here tonight. And we're seeing some kids for Gravette that you haven't seen tonight. So I imagine a lot of this is going to be, we got too many guys on the floor. There you go. Just, some guys who got some fouls to burn, save the bodies that matter.
Nice move by Kellen that time.
And whistle foul. In 1 second will come off that sign.
What's the minimum that has to come off with a catch, land, foul?
Probably half a second. 0.7. That's why we keep him around. Ooh, nice pass. Whistle foul. Thank you, Mr. Official there. that was in no man's land.
Jeffrey just kind of hoping, or probably now think, man, wish I wouldn't have done that. I could have had turnover.
Turnover and a chance, but going to be another inbound, so that's 4 fouls in the quarter for Gravette. Get it into Cash. Next foul will be free throws, and I don't know if, he must have, but I don't know if Hudson Harris touched Kellen hard enough to warrant a foul.
Anticipation foul.
Yeah, I was gonna say that might be one of those things from the officials, like, hey, I know it's coming, so I'm gonna be ready.
And if you don't blow the whistle to where they have to over aggressively foul, somebody gets hurt. That's how you start fights. So it's like situationally, that's what they were trying to do.
And Cash, easy as Sunday morning. So 56-47. The Tigers going to be victorious, I think, here, barring something crazy, as both go down to 10-point game. And we talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast, Ryan. This was a significant game for both teams, really just to kind of get a barometer on where everybody is in this conference, especially after what Gravette did against Shiloh on Tuesday night, as Gravette gets the basket there, and Gravette going to take a timeout. Coach Bush, valiantly, they're not going to roll over and die. There's a chance. Yeah, they're going to try and make something happen down 8 with 23, but this puts you in a really good spot going on coming into 2026 when Shiloh is going to come to town for the first game of 2026.
I haven't been able to watch Shiloh. I remember the guy last year that we beat him the first time we played him. The second time we played him, guy
blew us out of
the
arena. Yeah.
Wow. Does he graduate?
I think he's still back. I think his last name's Bowman.
I remember that guy because first time we played him, we beat him, and then the second time he was unconscious.
23.2 to go here tonight. As we await the final whistle, Tigers are going to have to handle an inbounds and then make some free throws. I think you see that here with who's on the floor. It's the free throw and speed unit.
Which we say that Stolzer's done.
That's true.
He
has knocked him down when he's needed to. They get it in. They do to Murphy. Murphy will be fouled, and Jackson going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
It's funny that their hands, even when they're trying to foul, still goes up. It's like, I didn't foul. Yeah, but
it's like,
you were trying to foul.
Yeah.
What was the purpose of what you just did?
I was going to say, it must be like muscle memory.
Oh, if you would have done that when we were playing, you wouldn't have been playing.
Murphy's first, just a hair to the left. And Prairie Grove content to not even put somebody down for the rebound. Clock will run with under 20 to go. Trying to feed it down to Jeffries. They don't. On the drive, whistle, foul, count the basket. So with 10.2, Gravette can make this a 5-point game. It's not out of the woods.
Yeah.
It's not as out of the woods as it was about 20 seconds ago.
It's statistically improbable, but it's not statistically impossible.
And if you can tell me the
me to
difference.
spell that.
Yeah, I was going to say. All right, and one good. Coach Simmons going to take the timeout. Almost wish there's a situation where, like they have in the NBA, you take the timeout, you can advance the ball.
I know. And in high school, you just get it wherever the timeout occurs, right?
Mm-hmm. So we'll stay with it with 10.2. 57-52. Tigers trailed by as many as 6 in the third quarter. Have come back to take an advantage, and they're just trying to hold the rope for just a little bit longer to get to 2-0.
I'm proud of them for fighting back the way they did. I mean, they were down there for a while, and for them to kind of turn that corner, battle back. Because by the time they battled back last time, then they went down again when they started the third quarter. So for it to kind of finally see them battle back and then keep going and sustain, they're pretty cool. But yeah, you'll start looking at your plus minuses of your players and as these football guys come along, and I think we're still metamorphosizing into the team that we're going to be. It should be a 13-point win at least.
Good night. Ryan Cooks, take a bow. Metamorphosis.
Where's Lynn at? He doesn't even know I got words with that many letters.
Or syllables. That's impressive. Oh, nice little curl from Kellen Cash. Needs some help. Just going to throw it across the timeline. Deflected. Von Bergen there, and Tigers going to go to 2-0 in the league. And I will say hats off to Gravette. They do fall to 0-2, but that's not an 0-2 team in conference play.
No, they're pretty salty, but I think they played the top 2 teams first, and so hopefully the rest of their season is up from here.
Yeah.
Until they meet us again.
Well, after the night is all said and done, the girl Tigers fall to 0-2 in league play. The boy Tigers 2-0, and there is a Christmas tournament ahead of them for both sides. And for the boys, going to be a big contest on January 6th. The Shiloh Christian Saints will come right here to Prairie Grove to take on your Tigers. We'll have that game for you on PG Tigers Online. Start about 6 o'clock or so. But until then, have a safe and sound evening. For Cameron Bolin, for Ryan Cook, I've been Stephen Blackiston. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2026. Good night.